It really is a disgrace.
On Tuesday, U.S. President Donald Trump released a video calling the $900 billion COVID relief bill insufficient, suggesting he wouldn't sign it. On Sunday, with no reporters or cameras covering the event, Trump signed the bill. For an estimated 14 million people who lost their jobs during the pandemic, Trump's timing was off. Their unemployment benefits ran out just before Christmas, and they'll have to wait until after January 1st before the government can help them. The bill will pay for other things, keeping the federal government open through September 30th, the distribution of COVID-19 vaccines, housing assistance and an eviction moratorium, financial aid for small businesses, and a one-time check of $600 to most Americans.
It means $600, which is not a lot of money. Most of them say it's far from adequate to meet their needs, but it's something. If he had not signed the bill, there would have been no money.
Trump had said he wanted the checks boosted to $2,000 per American adult, something opposition Democrats welcomed and something his fellow Republicans rejected.
You don't get everything you want, even if you're the President of the United States. We have two legislative bodies, and Democrats control one, Republicans the other. Look, if it were just the freestanding government funding bill, I would almost certainly be voting against that. But I think the COVID relief measures are really, really important.
Without hearing from Trump himself, it's not clear why he acted now.
Well, he did sign the bill. That's the most important thing. And he was under enormous pressure from Republicans who warned him that it would be very destructive of his legacy and also of the Republican majority in the Senate if he did not sign the bill.
Donald Trump released a statement saying that not only did he want Congress to cut some of the spending from the relief bill, but he also wants them to pass a separate piece of legislation this week that would give every American adult $2,000 to help deal with pandemic-related expenses. Now, the big question is whether or not the president's fellow Republicans say they're going to go along with this extra spending. Otherwise, it's hard to see how the president will get what he says he wants. Rosalind Jordan, Al Jazeera, Washington.
Well, political analyst Eric Ham says it's clear that Trump's main motivation is to keep Republicans and Democrats at odds.
Well, this is President Donald Trump's last stand at, one, being relevant, but also, two, being able to cause more chaos and discord in Washington. This is a president who called the bill the disgrace even after his own Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin, was part of the negotiations that crafted that $600 stimulus check that would go to every American, as well as the additional unemployment benefits. And now here we are, President Donald Trump continuing to threaten to not only hold millions of Americans who are out of work hostage, but the entire nation. Remember, we're not just talking about a stimulus package, but we're also talking about funding that would keep the federal government open. And so the president continued to threaten only to back down and sign the bill. This is only going to increase the amount of economic pain that millions of Americans will feel, because now that's a week that they will have to forego this much needed money. And it's also important to note that many of these issues that the president was railing against, many of these were issues that was in the president's own budget that he sent to Congress. So we saw the president get a lot of what he wanted, including money for the border wall along the U.S.-Mexico southern border. So again, these are issues that President Donald Trump lobbied for, that he pushed for, and he got most of what he wanted. But now, again, what we're seeing is a president who continues to change things at a moment's notice, and it just sends people into chaos.